If you maxed out your 401k this year, here's an uncomfortable number. You used about 34% of it. The limit everyone optimizes for, $24,500, isn't the ceiling. The actual ceiling, written in the same tax code, is $72,000, and the space between those two numbers can be converted into Roth money that grows tax-free for the rest of your life. Engineers at Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, and Google have this sitting in their benefits portal, switched off. Over a career, leaving it off costs more than most people's house. Here's the full ladder, what each rung is worth, and the receipts for every number. Think of a 401k as 4 levels, sorted by return on effort. Level 1, contribute enough to capture the full employer match. Everyone knows this one. Level 2, max the deferral limit, $24,500 in 2026, pre-tax or Roth. This is where virtually everyone stops, checks the box, and tells themselves they've maxed out. Levels 3 and 4 are where the unused 2/3 of the account lives. Fill the after-tax bucket to the real ceiling and auto-convert it to Roth. The rest of this video is the plumbing for those 2 levels. But first, let's price what stopping at level 2 actually costs you. Say you're at a company with a 50% match, which leaves $35,250 of after-tax space a year, and you fill it for 20 years at a 7% return. That's $1.45 million. Now run the identical strategy in a regular brokerage account instead, same dollars, same fund, same returns. At sale, the $740,000 of growth gets taxed at capital gains rates. Call it 23.8% at your income, and that's $176,000 gone, before counting the tax drag on dividends along the way. Same savings, same market. The only variable is which wrapper the money sits in, and the wrapper is worth roughly $200,000. That's what level 3 is selling. The obvious counter, why not just use a Roth IRA? Because you probably can't, and it's tiny anyway. This is the IRS's 2026 announcement. Roth IRA eligibility phases out for single filers between $153,000 and $168,000 of income. A senior tech salary blows past that line, and your allowed direct contribution becomes zero. Even fully eligible, the cap is $7,500 a year. The mega backdoor has no income phase-out anywhere in its mechanism, and more than 6 times the capacity. The people locked out of the front door are exactly the people the side door fits. So where does the extra space come from? Your 401k has 3 contribution buckets, and you've only been told about 2. Pre-tax deferrals and Roth deferrals share the famous 24/5 limit, that's Section 402G. But there's a third bucket, after-tax non-Roth contributions, that the deferral limit doesn't touch. The real ceiling is Section 415C. Everything entering your account in a year, your money plus the match, capped at $72,000. Both numbers are on this page, the IRS's own cost of living table from Notice 2025-67. And catch-up contributions for 50+ don't count against the $72,000 at all. The ceiling just rises. Your personal level 3 capacity is a 3-input subtraction, $72,000 minus your deferrals minus the employer money. No match, $47,500. A Microsoft or Meta style 50% match, $35,250. Amazon's match formula leaves $40,500. That's your number per year, every year, on top of everything you're already doing. Notice the quirk in the incentive structure. A richer match shrinks your after-tax space, the one place in personal finance where free money crowds out something you wanted. Now, after-tax money by itself is mediocre. Contributions go in taxed, and the growth would eventually be taxed again as ordinary income. Level 4 is what fixes it, and it runs on the page you're looking at. IRS Notice 2014-54. It says after-tax contributions can be rolled into a Roth without also including the earnings, because a distribution split to multiple destinations counts as one distribution. Plain terms, your contributions move into Roth tax-free, Any pre-tax earnings peel off separately, no pro rata mess. This notice is the load-bearing wall of the whole strategy, and it's been holding since 2014. One tax cost remains, and you control it. Any earnings between the contribution landing and the conversion are taxable income when you convert. Leave after-tax money sitting for a year, you've built yourself a small tax bill. Convert same day, the taxable amount rounds to zero. That's why the best setups automated entirely. This is Microsoft's public benefits site describing daily automatic Roth in plan conversion of after-tax contributions. Set it once, and every paycheck's after-tax dollars become Roth dollars before they've earned a cent. When a company that size publishes the workflow on the open internet, this isn't an aggressive loophole. It's a supported feature you haven't enabled. So here's your homework. It's a 2-line feature check. 1. Does your plan allow after-tax non-Roth contributions? 2. Does it allow in-plan Roth conversion or in-service rollovers to a Roth IRA? Bonus. Is there an auto-convert toggle, plan document, or one call to the record keeper? Industry-wide, Vanguard's data says 36% of plans offer in-plan conversion and only 10% automated. But big tech is the good tail of that distribution. Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, and Google all support the full loop. If that's you, this whole video compresses to a settings page you haven't visited. If you're at a startup and the answers came back no, here's the genuinely interesting reason. After-tax contributions must pass an annual non-discrimination test, the ICP test, and unlike the match, they're tested even in safe harbor plans. The test compares participation by highly compensated employees, over 160,000, against everyone else. A 30-person startup where nearly everyone's an HCE and only they would use after-tax, the test fails and the plan refunds the contributions as taxable income. At 50,000 participants, the same math passes quietly. This is a strategy that scales with your employer's headcount. One more reason it's effectively a big tech perk. Quick disambiguation, because two strategies share the name. The regular Backdoor Roth is the IRA version, $7,500 non-deductible dollars into a traditional IRA, convert, file Form 8606, and it gets ugly if you hold pre-tax IRA money, because the pro rata rule taxes the conversion proportionally. The mega backdoor lives entirely inside your employer's plan, 6 times the capacity, and your IRA balances are irrelevant. One real constraint. While employed, you can't withdraw only the after-tax pile. Partial distributions must carry pre-tax money along, which is exactly why in-plan conversion is the clean path. Last objection, if this is so good, won't Congress kill it? They tried once. The Build Back Better bill the House passed in November 2021 would have banned after-tax Roth conversions outright, both backdoors for everyone. It died in the Senate, the ban never came back, and in 2026 both doors are open. The direction of travel is the opposite of what you'd guess. Starting this year, Secure 2.0 forces catch-up contributions to be Roth for anyone who made over $150 in Social Security wages. Washington isn't closing Roth access for high earners, it's mandating it. The bigger risk to your outcome isn't legislation, it's another year of leaving the toggle off. The whole playbook is 4 lines. Capture the match, max the deferral, fill the after-tax bucket to your plan's ceiling, convert immediately, automatically if the toggle exists. This is mechanism, not advice. It assumes the cash flow and emergency fund to lock money away in the first place, and the 200 grand figure depends on assumptions you saw on screen. Every source is linked below, including the 2 IRS pages that make it legal. Next video, the RSU withholding default that hands senior engineers a 5-figure surprise in April. Subscribe if you want your money explained like a system, receipts included.